What's up, everyone? This is Elijah coming at you with another video from the applifestyle.org, the place where the world is literally in the palm of your hands. And in this video, we'll be covering a Wrapify tutorial. Yes, as you can see, my ride is currently wrapped, so I'm out here on the field, actually on a campaign. I'm not just talking about this from YouTube. Out here driving, getting money with that Wrapify app. And we're going to be covering the basics and the details on how to get your car wrapped with Wrapify, all the little steps you got to do, the procedures, finally getting it wrapped, and the process of getting it unwrapped. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. So you've thought about getting started with Wrapify, but you have some questions as far as how does the process go? How do they get the wrap on? How do they take it off? How do you get paid? And what are the details in between all those things? And that's what this Wrapify tutorial is here for. For those of y'all that don't know, Wrapify is a company which allows you to get your car wrapped and to get paid for it. They link you with campaigns via advertisers, and then you receive payment for driving certain miles in a certain region, and in some cases you get paid more for certain regions. Having done a few campaigns with Wrapify, I can sum up the process in 3 phases. The first phase is actually applying for a campaign and getting the car wrapped. The second phase is actually driving when your car is wrapped. And the third phase is when the campaign is ended, the process of getting the wrap off. So we'll cover phase 1 first. If you have not done so, you'll want to download the Wrapify app and keep an eye on the campaign section to see what's available. Campaigns tend to come and go, and the longer you wait to click on accept, the higher the chance you'll get put on some kind of wait list. So if you're interested, you definitely want to go ahead and apply as soon as you see it. Different campaigns pay based on the advertiser and the amount of wrap that's on your car. If you wrap your car fully, you'll receive more payment, but if it's only partially wrapped or it's a panel wrap, you'll receive less payment, but less of your car will be wrapped. Once you see a campaign that you're interested in, you want to go ahead and apply for the campaign. After you apply, you'll need to enter information such as your license plate and also your driver's license number on the Wrapify application. They'll also need to do a background check just so you'll know. Keep in mind that this part of the process, as of right now, must be done on a computer and can't be done on a mobile phone. Once you've entered the information they need to move forward, you will get an email saying that the background check has been complete, and they'll ask you to wait to hear further about your campaign. While you're waiting, you want to go ahead and put in your banking info, including your account number and your routing number. This will help ensure that you don't have any holdups as far as the campaign actually starting. Plus, you're not doing this for free, you want to get paid. After you've done these 2 things, you'll get a notification on the Wrapify app asking you to take photos of your car. This is just to ensure certain things on their end. They'll want you to take a picture of the front, the side, the back, and the other side. So keep in mind that your campaign won't move forward until you submit those photos. So you want to do that as soon as possible. Wait until you're asked to schedule an appointment for the wrapping of your car. This can come in the form of a notification on the app, a text message, or even an email. So just keep in mind it can come in any one of those forms, or usually it comes in all of them. Once they contact you, you'll want to schedule the time and also the place where you'll get your car wrapped. Make sure you keep that date in mind and put it in your calendar. Do whatever you got to do to remember it, because if you don't show up or if you're late during the wrapping process, then you will get hit with a fee which will be deducted from your first week's earnings. Once you've confirmed the location and the time that you're going to get your car wrapped, the next thing is to actually head by there, drop the car off, and let them wrap your car. Keep in mind that you can't just hang around the facility and wait in most cases. In my experience, some of them will let you, but that's up to the facility. If they don't, then you will have to go somewhere else during the duration of the wrapping of your car. Because your car is in the shop getting wrapped, Wrapify does give a $25 reimbursement for any rideshare that you take. So if you take Uber or Lyft to get back home or go wherever you want to hang out during the wrapping process and get back, they will reimburse you up to $25. All you have to do is keep your receipts from your rideshare company and send them to rides@wrapify.com. That concludes the application process for phase 1. Now it's time to move into phase 2. Once your car is finished wrapped, the facility will reach out to you and let you know that you can pick up your car. Once you pick up your car, you want to inspect the wrap carefully to make sure it was done right. Now I know what you're thinking, why do I need to inspect the wrap? I have a personal story to tell you. The very first time I did this, the wrapping company actually wrapped over my gas plate. I had to go back, have them cut the gas cap open so I could fill my car with gas. So that's what I mean by inspect the wrap. For the most part, that's all you're going to need to look for. Just make sure they do it. And if they forgot it for whatever reason, let them know and they'll fix it in like 5 minutes. From here, you will start getting credit for driving in the designated areas that your campaign has specified. This is done via a beacon that they put in your car, and it detects when the phone and the beacon are within a certain proximity. This is how you ensure that you get paid. Normally, there are 2 zones that you can drive in order to get money while you're doing a Wrapify campaign. The blue zone is the standard rate for that campaign, and the red zone is the rate which you will get paid 1.5 times multiplier of what the normal rate is. This normally comes with a cap, which in my experience has always been 10 miles. This means that even if you drive 30 or 40 miles in the red zone, you'll get that multiplier just up to 10 miles. I've also noticed that you'll make about 75% to half of what you would normally make if you are driving with the app on at nighttime, which makes sense because obviously there's less eyes on your car. During the campaigns that I've done so far, I have noticed that there are some troubleshooting techniques that can be of your benefit. Sometimes the app will glitch and you will not be getting credit from when you're driving, so you can always check by looking at the Wrapify app and ensure that your earnings are going up as you're driving. Same goes for your mileage. If that's not happening, then you know that the app is going through some kind of glitch. After experimenting, I've come to the conclusion that you can be for sure the app is tracking if you turn the app on before you actually get in your car. So let's say as you're leaving the house, before you walk to your car, go ahead and turn the app on. For some reason, this activates the app, but it realizes you're not close enough to the beacon, so nothing happens. And as soon as you walk in your car, it will turn green and the beacon will start to activate with it. If you're already in the car and turn the app on, it seems to interfere with this process at this time, so you won't be getting credit for driving. This is something you can do to ensure that you are getting credit, but hopefully in the near future they will fix that. Also, if the app starts to glitch at any reason after you've done this while you're driving, I found that going to my settings and force stopping it will re-trigger it to make sure you're still getting credit. Oftentimes during my campaigns, I noticed that Wrapify would always have these offerings that they call SWAT Meets. This is where a bunch of cars that are going through the same wrapping campaign as you are meeting in a certain spot, and Wrapify is guaranteeing them a certain amount to just drive around that portion of the city for, let's say, an hour or 2. These rates tend to range from somewhere between $25 an hour to actually $50 or $60 an hour, and they notify you within the app when they're doing them. You just need to RSVP ahead of time, and they have a photographer on site taking pictures to make sure that you're there, and you also want to make sure you have the app on so they can track it that way too. This is on top of your normal Wrapify earnings, so this is literally just bonus money, which is always great. During the phase where you're driving, Wrapify will always ask via the app for you to send what they call proof of performance photos. This is to ensure that the wrap hasn't been damaged in any way or form, so you can continue getting credit for driving around. You'll need to take the same pictures that you took when you first started, which is the front of your car, the sides, and the back. You send those in, and it's usually verified within maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And this ensures that you keep getting credit and you keep getting paid for driving around. If you don't take these proof of performance pictures and send them to Wrapify, they will hold on to your earnings until they receive the proof of performance pictures. So you want to make sure you stay on top of that, which is pretty easy because they notify you in the app whenever you need to do it. That concludes phase 2, so it's time to jump into phase 3, which is unwrapping your car. When the campaign ends, Wrapify will reach out to you asking you to schedule an appointment on when you can have the wrap taken off your car. I've noticed that sometimes this will actually go beyond your campaign's scheduled months. So it could actually happen another month or two after the time frame. With my first campaign, which was supposed to be for a month, they didn't ask me to schedule an appointment to take the wrap off until maybe about 2.5 to 3 months later. So I was actually just getting paid for all that. So for whatever reason, I guess they wanted to extend it, which I didn't have any problem with because I was getting paid. So just keep that in mind. But the unwrapping of your car follows the same dynamics as when you had the car wrapped. They'll ask you to schedule a place and a time to get it unwrapped. You'll do that, and they will still give you the same rideshare reimbursement. You just got to send it to rides@wrapify.com, and they will reimburse you for any Ubers or Lyfts that you take while your car is getting unwrapped, up to $25. And that ends all of the phases. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We cover apps which make you money, both passively and actively. A like on the video is greatly appreciated, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.